All right, guys. Yes, welcome to the second edition of BFFisodes, the podcast, the BFFisodes podcast. This is BFFisode number 2. Kev, how are you doing today?
I'm all right, Ernie. How about you?
I'm doing fine. As you can see, I'm wearing glasses. But if you're listening on Spotify or iTunes, where we are currently, then you will not know that I'm wearing glasses. But maybe I can, maybe I sound smarter because I'm wearing these blue light glasses.
There you go. Official
Yeah.
sponsor, BFFisode.
The blue light glasses from Amazon. 20 $20. All right. So yeah, we had a lot of good feedback from the first episode. How did you feel about the first one?
I actually, like when we first started, before we even did the first podcast, I was thinking, I don't know where this is gonna go, and I thought for the most part, we could probably talk for 30 minutes, and I'm not even sure how much we could get out of that. But now looking back, we talked for probably just under 3 hours.
Yeah, we talked a lot because we do talk we do, I mean, every time we talk on the phone, it's like at least an hour.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, because I have nothing to do, I have all the time in the world. But I'm like, oh man, Kev has a family, he has a business. I'm like taking time away from him, making money, and I'm just talking about stupid shit. But yeah, no, we had a lot of good feedback from the first episode, and I was just checking the stats here on Anchor, and it shows that we have sizable amount of listeners.
Now, what do you mean by sizable?
We got we got more than 50.
More than 50?
Yeah, like 52.
52 people have listened to it?
52 people clicked on it. I don't know if they listened to the whole 15 minutes, but here's the thing, Kev. I put a video out on Instagram. Like, it was like a teaser video. So it was like a Zoom. It was like a video of this, like the Zoom meeting thing.
Yeah.
It was just like a snippet. I put like a 40-second video, of our banter, the great banter that we do. And it got 40 likes. But check this out, Kev. The next Sunday, I put out a picture of a pizza. I put a picture of a pizza that I got at North of Brooklyn Pizza, which I live right beside. And guess how many likes that got?
75.
200 likes. People love the pizza more than our podcast.
People have spoken. I gotta go, Ernst.
They've spoken. I invested a lot of money in this ring light, this microphone, these glasses, this $20 pizza, and people are like, more pizza. It's okay, but I got this pizza. Basically because I do not cook. And so every few days, at least once a week, I'll go to my parents' house, and my mom will give me like Tupperware to bring home, and that'll feed me for like the whole week, right?
Yeah.
So I haven't seen my parents since last week. So I got the pizza because it'll help me. You know what I mean? Basically, I was like, okay. No, I was like, hey, if I buy the pizza, it'll feed me. You know what I mean? I got a medium pizza. It'll feed me for a couple of days. Right? But guess how long it took me to eat the pizza?
Several hours.
Several hours. As you know, I'm doing this intermittent fasting thing. And I was like, okay, I can't eat after 10. I got the pizza at 8. Pizza was done by 9.
But if you think about it, okay, so in a medium pizza, there's only 8 slices?
Yeah, there was about 8 generous slices.
Oh, they were big.
They were pretty big.
Well.
So it didn't work out as I wanted to. It didn't even last till 10 p.m. But it's totally fine. The next day, I passed by my parents' house, and then my mom gave me all this like Filipino food. to bring here.
So how many days of stock do you have?
I have enough stock for the next 3 to 4 days, unless I go crazy one night and then eat everything. You know.
So are you getting the rice too, or are you just making that at home?
Yo, here's the thing. My mom, she makes these Tupperware things where they're like, it's like a meal plan. She put like, you know what I mean? So she'll make like chicken adobo, our
Yeah,
favorite,
yeah.
and then she'll put it in the big space of the Tupperware, and then in the small space there's some rice. And so that's my meal.
It's like a Filipino Lunchables.
It's a Filipino Lunchables. Yeah. You got the adobo,
Okay,
you got the
thank
rice, you got the pandesal at the end. Yeah, so that's why I wanted to ask you, like, how do you? Because you don't. Do you cook? What do you do?
Yeah, for the most part, I'll make meals for the week, unless I'm lazy, because I don't know. After coming home, like the last thing I want to do is really make a meal for a few days. But like my staple would be like I'll just make a shitload of pasta, and I'll throw a couple things in it. So I'll cook some ground beef, I'll cook some chicken, and add vegetables and all that stuff, and then kind of just do it like what your mom does, and just put them in Tupperware and just kind of eat them throughout the week.
No, so like you. So Caitlin cooks mostly.
I mean, yes and no. It's like half and half pretty much because she's vegetarian.
Ah,
I'm So a lot of the shit that I eat, obviously, she's not going to eat. So if I make pasta, um, if it was just me, I would just make a shitload of pasta, make the beef or the ground beef, and just throw it all in a pot and mix it. But
no, because I want to learn how to cook because I tried a few times at my parents' house, and I remember I cooked my girlfriend at the time. I cooked her eggs, and that was my big meal, eggs and rice, which is like the easiest thing to make, and it didn't last long. So
what do you mean it didn't last? The relationship or
the
the egg?
relationship didn't last long. So she wa-
I thought I thought the eggs were so delicious that they didn't last long.
Oh yeah, the meal was so good. It didn't last long. It was just scrambled eggs. I had some nice scrambled eggs, rice, and banana sauce. Oh
Okay, so then when you made the eggs, I mean, did you have any formal training prior to that, or you just tried it?
no, no. I don't. I think it's a thing with like cooking. You have to love how to cook. Like to me, it's an art.
Yeah,
It's like an art form. It's like if you're a painter, and if you love painting, you'll just paint no matter what. You know what I mean? Like my friend paints for 30 hours. He'll paint this beautiful picture, but 30 hours to him is like nothing.
right. Because
Because he
he's
just loves painting.
yeah, yeah.
Like cooking is an art. Like people just like, they'll cook for hours, because I feel like if I cook for hours and you have this meal and the meal takes like 10 minutes to devour, you
Yeah,
know?
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. So there's no time to really appreciate it and everything like that.
Yeah. And then there's another hour of cleaning. And I'm like, you know what? A&W is right there.
Like, what are you grabbing? Like, what are you looking for? You
When I
going
go
up,
grocery shopping,
or are you going straight for chips? Like,
grocery shopping,
yeah.
oh, I just get pizza pops.
Oh, okay. Well,
I used to get like snacks and like chips.
yeah, that's my weakness.
Yeah, chips. I know, but that's why. Yeah, the only snack I have here is in my room is Skyflakes.
Ooh, those are great staples for like
Mm-hmm.
the just need to eat something. You don't want anything too big, but you need something to fill you up. That will definitely do it.
And they're proportioned, so they have like three crackers
Yeah,
in
yeah.
each in
Yeah.
each uh, in each package, so you can't really overindulge. I remember one time I think I told you this story. I remember I was driving because my mom, before she retired, she used to work nights, right? So I'd drive her to work at night, and then I was driving, and then I just bought this new car. I had this new Mazda, and so I'm driving this car, and she goes, "Hey, can I eat something in your car?" And I'm like, sure. You're my mom. That's fine. And then she pulled out a pack of Skyflakes, which is you know what I mean? It's the most messiest snack ever.
Even if you try to eat
You,
it as carefully as possible, you
you
can't.
can't. Each bite, crumbs are all over the car.
You could probably see like the dust as she broke it off in her mouth. Like you see the dust come off the cracker, getting
Yeah,
all.
it was so quiet in the car because I couldn't see because I'm driving, and then all I hear is like, like, oh no, Skyflakes. You can't contain the Skyflakes. Each bite, it's crumb explosion.
Shout out to our sponsor, Skyflakes, for sponsoring this podcast.
Yes, please sponsor us, Skyflakes. You've helped me out during this pandemic, during the lockdown. I've bought 3 tubs, but I used to live with in Mississauga. Remember, I used to live with like Henry, Roxanne, and Kev.
Oh, you know what? I totally forgot about that. That right by Shanghai on Burnhamthorpe and Contra.
Bernthorpe and Tompkin.
Tompkins, sorry, Burnhamthorpe Tompkins.
Yeah, so that one was different because um, they would cook for me.
Right. Yeah.
Because Roxanne is a mother, so she treated me like one of her children. But I didn't have to cook there either. So I would pitch in, like we'd split the groceries, and like they would cook everything, and then I would have so I would have all these meals, and then I'd go visit my parents, and then my mom still back then, 10 years ago, she would still give me Tupperware too.
So you had all this food.
So I gained 50 pounds just from Filipino food leftovers.
Then how did you, because you were there it was you, Big Kev, and Henry and Roxanne, obviously,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and we didn't talk about how like to our friends, I'm Ernst, and we call you Lil Kev.
Even though, for the most part.
Well, because basically it's because there are in our group there are 2 Kevins, right?
Yes.
And you're not even little. Like, so we have a Lil Kev, which is you, and then we have a Big Kev, who is the other Kev, but he's not even big.
Yeah.
He's like an inch taller than you.
Yeah.
But like I think we're just like too stupid to say, hey, why don't we just use their last names? No. This is Lil Kevin, and that's Big Kevin. But basically, we made this podcast just for our friends to listen to this when they drive home from work.
Are you doing an outro?
No.
Okay, because
we're gonna wrap up soon.
I thought you were doing an outro. I was like, Erds, I didn't get no precursor.
No, because I actually asked one of our friends. I was playing on Call of Duty. I was playing with JMO, and I'm purposely saying JMO because we were playing Warzone last night, and I said, "Hey, did you listen to our first episode of BFFisodes?" He said, "Yeah." So I'm purposely saying his name, and then hopefully, you know what I mean. I want to see if he listened to the episode.
Right, but you have to put this when you edit this. You have to put this like towards the end of the podcast, so that he's got to pretty much listen to the whole thing.
Yeah. Well,
right at the beginning, it's just a giveaway. You're just giving it away. It's like, oh yeah, I heard you called me out.
Yeah. So this is gonna be at the very end, after the credits.
Yep.
This is like the mid-credits scene. So JMO, if you are our friend, if you want to be in our top 10, you will say, "Hey, I listened to your podcast, and thanks for the shout out." And check this out. He's actually on vacation this week, so
He has no excuse other than he doesn't listen to the podcast when he's not at work or when he's not going to work.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's enough for this week. We talked about cooking a little bit, and
Very, very little. We figured out that Ernst is lazy and I'm pretty basic.
very lazy. Yeah. So hopefully my future wife can cook or accept my Uber Eats meals. And I will be ordering a lot.
Or eggs. Eggs.
Yeah. Hopefully she likes eggs and banana sauce. Thank you, Kev, for joining us again for the second episode of the BFFisodes podcast. Where can people find you, Kevin?
People can find me on Instagram at Varias, KEVVARIAS. On Facebook at Kevin Neil Varias.
Normally, people don't advertise their Facebook. You know, yeah, it's very personal.
Oh, okay. Well, just don't bother looking for me.
Yeah, don't add them. Yeah, it's it sounds very desperate. So, anyways, add me on WhatsApp at 416-885.
I think that that's even more personal than.
I'm very desperate. I'm very desperate for friends. I just lost a friend in JMO. He's not listening to this anyways. Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Ernie Vicente. And and here's the thing. The first episode we talked about the YouTube BFFisodes skits that we did, and you can check those out on YouTube. Just search for BFFisode number 1 and 2. I forgot to plug that last time, so check that out.
Don't forget, you were saying that we've hit iTunes status.
Oh my God! Yes, 4% of our listeners are on iTunes, so please subscribe to us on iTunes. Just search the BFFisodes podcast and add us on Spotify, whatever. Leave a review.
We want to hear back.
That's good. That's good enough. All right. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you guys next week.
Toodles.